hospitalizations of young people have tripled since start of summer. So talk to your doctor if you've got vaccine questions. We can't do this. Find vaccines near you at vaccines.gov, paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Does market turbulence and economic turmoil have you worried about your retirement nest egg? I'm Alfie Townsend. Learn how to navigate these uncertain times. Tune in to Saving the Investor radio show every Saturday at 9 a.m. or visit us at savingtheinvestor.com.
Have you heard them yet? Clay Travis and Buck Sexton, today at noon, right after Glenn Beck, 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
It's Mike Opelka in for Drew Steele on Daybreak, and I hate to do this to you because there's so many of you bubbling up here on the text and talk lines here at 239-479-5592, but we have other stuff we need to get to, and we keep saying the same thing about Alec Baldwin and this shooting. So I'm changing lanes. I'm also almost out of time for this half hour. I want to talk about the evil confiscation of your assets by taxing your unrealized capital gains. What does it mean? Does it mean anything to you? We'll get into it. It's madness. And say the word spooky as often as you can, because it might be a toxic and unapproved word going forward. You might not be able to use the word spooky for next Halloween. Crazy. Spooky. It's spooky, isn't it? Mike Opelka in for Drew Steele on 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
When was the last time you checked in on your insurance? Give CIG a chance to review your current coverage and find you better rates. Hi, this is Brian Chapman at Chapman Insurance Group. My team and I are dedicated to finding you the best suited coverage at the best rates. Give us an opportunity to quote your home, auto, business, or flood policy. I'm confident we can save you money for the same or better coverage. Qualified agents are standing by. Visit CIGFlorida.com or call an office near you today. Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. CIGFlorida.com.
If you needed heart surgery, who would you call? A doctor who's done it every day or a doctor who's done it once a year? The same is true about your erectile dysfunction. At the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, our Florida physicians focus on one thing: solving your ED. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, prostate cancer, these all contribute to your ED. And our physicians at the Fort Myers Men's Clinic know how to solve your problems. We have over 50 different custom formulations tailored just for you. You get to try the medication containing FDA-approved ingredients right in our office. Your total cost for the consultation, test dose, testosterone, and PSA test is only $99. If the test dose doesn't work, you pay us nothing. So you have absolutely nothing to lose, but everything to gain. Call now, 239-317-7777. That's 239-317-7777, and move from skeptic to believer. 317-7777, 317-7777, or online at FortMyersMen'sClinic.com.
92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
When you run a business, setbacks change everything. And online, they happen fast. With your Comcast Business Internet, you can stay ahead. And now you can add Comcast Business Security Edge to make your network more secure. It helps keep your network safe with scans every 10 minutes. And unlike some cybersecurity options, this helps protect every device that's connected. Because when your information, your people, and your company have Security Edge, you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with a great offer for $35 each month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Want even more speed? Find out how to get 10 gigs for your small business. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Offer ends 11/7/21. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers only. Early termination fee applies. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Security Edge not included.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Biden says again he's hopeful that work on the Democrats' social spending bill can wrap up this weekend, lead to passage of a bipartisan infrastructure plan.
These bills are about competitiveness, versus complacency.
The president there in Kearney, New Jersey. Utah Senate Republican Mitt Romney tells Fox Democrats are under pressure to get something done.
They look and see that the president's in trouble. They see that Democrats generally are in trouble politically.
And President Biden campaigns in Virginia this evening with the Democrats' candidate for governor, Terry McAuliffe.
His opponent, Republican Glenn Youngkin, said McAuliffe needs to bring in big names to distract from his previous record as governor in 2014 through 2018.
Virginia's economy has been stalled out for 8 years.
Polling shows the two candidates are tied 1 week before Election Day.
That's Fox's Jessica Rosenthal. A military coup in Sudan has $700 million in pledged American aid put on hold. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomato's Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. I-75 southbound backed up from about Palm Beach Boulevard down through Daniels Parkway because of a few different crashes along the interstate. One getting clear near the exit to Luckett Road southbound, another near the exit to Daniels Parkway, and one farther south right also close to Daniels, both near that mile marker 132, 131 or so. Major backups getting onto 75 coming from east of the interstate in the westbound direction, heading through State Road 82, Colonial Boulevard, and Daniels, all the way through Gateway. Very slow moving westbound traffic there. Heading farther south into Collier County, not looking too bad. Really no crashes getting in your way. I'm on the morning commute through Collier in the Naples area. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Tuesday. We're looking at a drier day today, though a few showers will be possible as we track a weak frontal boundary moving through the area. Temperatures back to 89 degrees, a bit breezy at times with those winds out of the north and west at 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we enter your Wednesday, we're off to another quiet start, and tomorrow should be a dry day, a mix of sun and clouds, and a bit cooler to start out. Those lows back into the upper 60s waking up on your Wednesday morning with a high of 87 degrees. All eyes on a strong cold front set to pass through for Thursday, bringing us rain, storms, and some windy weather, but behind that, we're cooler as we enter Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for your Halloween with highs in the lower 80s. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
It's Big Al from Stevie Tomato's Sports Page. Do you feel American pride and want to shout, God bless America? As a son of immigrants who came through Ellis Island, I stand when the national anthem plays and get emotional thinking of those who have sacrificed for America's greatness. At Stevie's, we're filled with gratitude for our great customers and the country we live in. The firemen, police, emergency service, construction workers, and those who go about each day providing the foundation for our country. We love our customers and express our gratitude with our food, service, and value. Thankful for your dedication for what you do. And to all our great customers, show your love for this great country by going to any Stevie's. Stand at the bar and say loud and clear for all to hear, God bless America, and I'll buy you a 10-ounce beer. Restrictions apply in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. God bless America.
Stevie Tomatoes, Sports Page. Come for the food. Stay for the sports.
Want to make your home a more comfortable place, but don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. When you turn to your Carrier expert, they'll show you our full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems and help you pick the one that best fits into your home budget. Because in this economy, who couldn't use a little more comfort? Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Visit Accurate Comfort Services online at AccurateComfortServices.com today. License number CMC 057023.
When was the last time you ate at Spanky's? Hi, I'm Emily Monty, and my husband Ted and I invite you to dine with us for lunch or dinner on Naples' most enjoyable open-air waterfront patio or inside among hundreds of vintage antiques and memorabilia. Our variety of dining options ensures the comfort for all of our guests. Spanky's has been a Naples landmark for over 37 years. Whether you're looking for Naples' best prime rib or fresh seafood, Spanky's has something for everyone, offering the highest quality product at an exceptional value. Spanky's has daily lunch and dinner specials and early bird dining from 4 to 5:30. Dining is also available in our full bar while you enjoy daily happy hour. At Spanky's, we understand you have many local dining options. That's why it's our mission to provide you with our warm southern hospitality that keeps our customers coming back for years to come. Visit Spanky's today on Airport Pulling Road just south of Golden Gate Parkway Naples.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
It is 24 minutes before Beck. Mike Opelka here on Daybreak, filling in for my friend Drew Steele. Happy to be here, thrilled to be here, and we're having fun. We're trying to get to a bunch of stories, but all of you are jamming me on the Alec Baldwin story. It's irresponsible. Yes. It's a tragedy. Yes. It's an accident. Yes. It's a homicide. Yes. But none of us are going to be in the court arguing the case. So I'm pushing pause on the Alec Baldwin story. If you want to see Don Jr.'s t-shirt, which he is selling the hell out of it, and it's irritating liberals, go to Don Jr.'s website and you'll see it. It's guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people. So he's getting called out for being tasteless. Don Jr. has never had a filter. Never. Not once. So everybody needs to calm down about Don Jr. He's never been presidential, even though people are saying he should run. Oh, yes, he should run. He should be the guy who runs. I don't think so. And I loved his father's policies. I didn't always love some of the things he did. I got mad at our former president over how he treated the death of Colin Powell. It's fine if you didn't like him, but his family's mourning, sir. I miss your policies, Mr. Trump. I miss being energy independent. I miss the world being respectful of us instead of China laughing at us, Europe laughing at us, and instead of this tired old man that has been elected king by the Democrats. Yes, I'm quoting a song written about Ronald Reagan. But I'm more worried about the imperial dreams of this administration. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, who wants to pay for Joe Biden's socialist folly for his Soviet-style government and central planning initiatives by stealing from people the wealth they have accumulated. You've heard from Pocahontas. Elizabeth Warren has long since talked about, well, we need a wealth tax. We have to have a wealth tax because people have too much money. And she wants to just a haircut, just a little haircut. We're just take a little off the top of what you've got. No, hands off. I already paid taxes on that. And now here comes the Treasury Secretary. She's not a dummy. She's just a socialist. And this idea was discussed on State of the Union this past weekend. And I want to kind of break this down because I'm very, very nervous about this.
Well, I think what's under consideration is a proposal that Senator Wyden and the Senate Finance Committee have been looking at that would impose a tax on unrealized capital gains.
Now, think about that. Unrealized capital gains. Let's say you bought your house 3 years ago, 4 years ago, before the pandemic. You bought your house. And since the pandemic has hit, houses in our area here have gone up precipitously. The value of that home is now a lot more than it was when you purchased it 4 years ago. You pay your county taxes, you pay whatever real estate taxes you're supposed to pay based on the value of your home. Yes. And there are limits to how often those taxes can be raised and how often your value can be elevated. But the federal government under this Treasury Secretary wants to look at all of the property you have, the stocks you have, the assets you have, and consider an unrealized capital gains tax. Capital gains is usually considered to be what you have earned or made after you sold something. You bought a house 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you paid 100 grand for it, you sold it for 300 grand, you made 200 grand. The government wants a slice. And over the years, we've had long-term and short-term capital gains. This government, these communists, these thieves in Washington have plans to look at your assets every year and take a little slice to tell you you've got to give back. Now, what if you are a person who is retired? You don't have an income. You might have a little bit of something in the bank and a little bit of Social Security, and between the two, you get by. But you're living on a property you bought 50 years ago. If the government decides that property is worth a lot of money and you need to pay a federal unrealized capital gains tax until you die, that's what they're going to do. Now they're telling us not to worry, that this is not something that's going to affect you and me, but it's only for the billionaires, right, Janet Yellen?
On liquid assets held by extremely wealthy individuals, billionaires. I wouldn't call that a wealth tax, but it would help get at capital gains, which are an extraordinarily large part of the incomes of the wealthiest individuals.
We already have a mechanism for taxing capital gains when they are actual gains. What this is doing is this is an envy tax, and there aren't enough billionaires to pay for the trillions of dollars that these socialists, these communists, these Soviets want to inflict upon us through all of these programs. There just aren't enough. So they're going to have to start looking lower. Right now, it's the billionaires. Right now, Bernie's going, of course, we're going to go after the billionaires. If you dial it back 6 years ago, Bernie Sanders was not talking about taxing the billionaires. He was saying it's the millionaires and the billionaires who are taking advantage of the middle class. Now that Bernie is a member of the millionaire club with his 3 homes or 4 homes or whatever he's got and his millions of dollars in net worth, he doesn't want those people taxed. But Janet Yellen is saying these billionaires need to pay a tax on an unrealized capital gain. Now, let's just say that the government says, okay, your real estate is worth $300,000. It was worth $100,000 5 years ago when you bought it. If you sell it, you have to pay tax on it. Short-term capital gains, they have time limits on it. They want to now inflict an instant annual tax based on what they consider to be an unrealized capital gain. What happens if and when the market tanks? Yesterday, stock markets hit new records, new highs. Facebook's numbers went through the roof. Tesla went up. All these stocks are doing great. But what goes up eventually comes down. We know that. Does anyone remember 2007 and 2008? Does anyone remember what happened to the markets? Do you think the government's going to say, oh, well, we're going to give you a check because the unrealized capital gain is now an unrealized capital loss. And if your value of your home is now back to 100 grand, we're going to give you what we took away from you last year. No, they're never going to do that. This is Bravo Sierra.
And right now, escape taxation until they're realized, and often they're unrealized, and at death benefit from so-called step-up of basis. So it's not a wealth tax, but a tax on unrealized capital gains.
It's not a wealth tax, but we're only going to be taxing who we decide is wealthy. This is theft at the highest degree, people. If you don't understand it, you're not paying attention. And it is not going to stop at the 700 richest people in the country. It won't stop at the 7,000 richest people in the country. It won't stop at the 700,000 richest people in the country. It will come for each and every one of you who the government decides has more than you need or more than you deserve. You're not paying attention, are you? This is at the core of the Great Reset. This is at the very center of what these people are trying to do to inflict what they call equity on America. And it is one of the more frightening things I've seen. I really haven't seen anything like this in a long time. I'm not a billionaire. I don't even think I'm a millionaire, and I've been around a long time, and I have real estate, and I don't have a lot of debt. I don't think we're millionaires, my wife and I. Maybe just on the edge. Does that mean they're going to be coming for us? Possibly. And I don't like it. And don't even get me started on the death tax as a confiscation, but this wealth tax on unrealized capital gains could not be more of a Soviet communist confiscation of wealth if it's set out to be. And you better be ready for it. Because in combination with the inflation, which we're now calling Bidenflation, this is going to be one of the more onerous things that this administration inflicts upon us. And yet the guy at the top has no idea what he's doing, does he?
I like Legos.
Yes, he likes Legos. That was Joe Biden yesterday. He visited a pre-K. He stopped by a pre-K to sell his massive spending program that will not build back better, but will build us back as a Soviet-style economy. I'm just saying. I have a few more thoughts to share with you before we get out of here today. If you want to share your thoughts on today as well, you're always welcome. That's part of the conversation here. I invite you, talk, text. Phone lines are open, 239-479-5592, 239-479-5592. Mike Opelka checking in on the weather with Casey Sherman.
A drier day today, though a few showers will be possible as we track a weak frontal boundary pushing through the area. Look for a high of 89 degrees. We keep it dry as we enter your Wednesday morning. Slightly cooler with those lows back into the upper 60s. We're back to 87 for tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds. All lies and a strong cold front set to pass through Thursday, bringing us the return of rain and storms. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Joe Biden's plan for America? Recycled leftovers. Time for some right thinking. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Southwest Florida homeowners. Home values are up and interest rates are down, which means now is a great time for a mortgage checkup. This is Mike Roberts, Vice President at Mortgage Warehouse. Many of you listening might have purchased or refinanced your home within the past year, so your mortgage could be the last thing on your mind. However, the real estate market has changed quite a bit in 2021, which means your home has likely increased in value. More equity in your home means there has never been a better time to get cash out for home improvements. You could also qualify for a lower mortgage rate with our no closing cost refinance loan, and for some, more equity in your home means you could eliminate mortgage insurance. Mortgage Warehouse is Southwest Florida's mortgage price leader. No points, no hidden fees, no closing cost, period. Give us a quick call today at 313-5000. That's 313-5000, mortgagewarehouse.com.
Certain restrictions apply. NMLS ID 137154, Equal Housing Lender.
Aeration, which allows water and nutrients to reach the roots of your lawn, as well as an irrigation program which ensures proper coverage and reduces water waste. With Massey's Green Up program, you'll enjoy a healthy and a beautiful lawn year-round. That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
This is a message for all men. Look, my family doctor said my ED was incurable. There was nothing anyone could do but perform surgery. My wife was supportive. She told me it wasn't important and there were other things we could do, but deep down, I knew she was disappointed. I felt less of a man, less of a husband. I was embarrassed. I heard the ads for the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, and I thought to myself, how can the doctors at that clinic claim to resolve my erectile dysfunction in 15 minutes or less? So I called, made an appointment, my wife went with me, and let me say, my doctor was wrong. We have regained our intimacy. They can help. No matter your age or your condition, $99 for a doctor consultation and a test dose of the medication can help. Call now, 239-317-7777, 317-7777, 317-7777, or FortMyersMen'sClinic.com. And be sure to ask about the incredible Pulse ED, known to increase stamina, sensitivity, and even size.
I'm Lois Tomey. As Wink fights to feed hungry families, we also focus on our culinary community. Wink Taste of the Town, good food for a good cause. Join us November 6th and 7th at Fort Myers Centennial Park for tasty treats and delicious drinks. We'll showcase the best of Lee County's local restaurants and businesses, benefiting Cameo of Lee County. Live music, a children's area, and a festive feast. Just go to tasteofthetown.net for more info. Wink Taste of the Town, a weekend of family fun, all in good taste.
Liberals suck. That's why we have Clay and Buck. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Today, noon to 3 on 92.5 Fox News. Right, all along.
It is just about 7.5 minutes before Glenn Beck, Mike Opelka in for Drew Steele on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News. I'll be back tomorrow, God willing. And I just got a text message from a buddy listening who said, you forgot to explain the spooky thing. The National Theatre in Scotland has banned the use of the word spooky. Okay, it's Halloween. The National Theatre, nobody complained, but they say it goes back to World War II when the use of the word spook was in reference to black pilots. Are you kidding me? We can't call something spooky. Are you going to ban playing spooky tooth music on where does this end, people? That's what I want to know. I don't want to get out of here before giving you people a little bit of the last word. Jay's on the phone in Naples. Jay, welcome to the program. Time is tight, so have at it.
Yeah, Mike, I just want to say that if I remember correctly, the Clinton administration attempted something similar to this, where they said that if you had a piece of property that was not developed, they were going to tax you as if it was developed because that would be your potential on that piece of property.
Yeah, that you're exactly right. And we pointed out the ridiculousness of that attempted thievery, and that got stopped. This seems to have a little more credibility behind it, that crazy scheme. But yeah, great callback, Jay. Great callback. Thank you, my friend. Bouncing over to Marco Island. Rex, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Mike. Hey, listen, I love this wealth tax, and the reason is very simple. It's going to start with the monies on the capital gains, and it's going to be a tax on the 401ks, and then it's going to be a tax on your bank accounts. And this is the reason why I love it, because 47% of this nation did not vote on this past round. It's going to take that kind of pain to make my brothers and sisters on the GOP side to wake the heck up and vote. Thanks to them for not voting, we got Biden. So bring on this pain, because once they finally get zapped, then they're going to say, oh, doggone it, I should have voted. Yes, you should have voted. So listen, you non-voters, get off your butt and vote. This is what you're doing to us. That's it, Mike.
All right, Rex, thank you. I appreciate the call to arms to get people voting. I'm not sure if I agree with inflicting pain, financial pain, with fictitious taxes over unrealized capital gains. I'll call it theft. Dennis in Punta Gorda. Dennis, welcome.
Thank you. I have a quick question. With this new tax, if they're going to charge you when your property values go up, when they go down, are they going to give you money back or let you claim a loss on your taxes?
Well, that's the question, and we have yet to see that. Now, in the state of Colorado, where they have tied the minimum wage to consumer price index and to inflation, minimum wages can go down in Colorado if inflation goes down or if the cost of living goes down. So I wonder if the Colorado case can be made. And I may have gotten that slightly wrong, but you get the idea. That's one of the questions a lot of us are asking. If everything crashes, are you going to tell us you're going to give us our money back? When has the government been eager, Dennis, to give you money back? Can you close your eyes and remember that day? No.
Never.
Yeah, it was the 12th of never. And that's a long, long time. Government programs that take from you never go away. Government programs that are also welfare programs that take from one and give to the other in the interest of what they call equity, they never go away. That's why I'm so worried about this bill. If it gets in, it's a foot in the door, that will never be removed. Ronald Reagan is, I've got to pull some Reagan quotes for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Biden's visit to the Pope and how I think this is just a horrific situation. But then again, this Pope has been hinking. We'll talk about the JFK papers that have not been released that Biden said they could do harm, and that's why he was holding them back. And of course, we'll talk about any breaking news and your calls tomorrow. Mike Opelka saying, thanks again, Ian, for keeping me on the rails. And thank you to this fabulous audience, the Daybreak audience, the best in radio. Testudo, my friends, testudo.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Hi, I'm Ty Laster, Managing Partner and CEO of Key City Capital. So why are we here in Southwest Florida? Well, at KCAP, our mission is to connect capital to wealth for all of our partners through passive real estate investments. And very simply, we generate and distribute double-digit returns for our investors by investing in single-family homes and apartments and unique alternative cash-flowing asset-backed investments.
Call us today at 239-330-2080 or check us out online today at kcap925.com.
High winds don't knock before they destroy your patio door. Windborne debris doesn't ask permission to ruin your carpet and furniture. Storms don't wait for an invitation to pop in. Nature doesn't care. That's why you need CGI Element Shield windows and patio doors, only at Lowe's. Element Shield windows and patio doors eliminate the need for shutters or plywood because they're built to stand up to whatever nature throws at you. Whether you have new or existing construction, Element Shield can customize a window or patio door that protects you and your family and looks great doing it. It also provides a significant noise barrier and might just reduce your insurance costs. CGI Element Shield windows and patio doors are available only at Lowe's. So visit CGI@Lowe's.com right now to find a Lowe's near you that sells CGI Element Shield windows and doors. CGI@Lowe's.com. Because nature doesn't care.
Dr. Shane Walker here at Thrive Chiropractic and host of the Wellness Hour on 92.5 Fox News for nearly 20 years. And let's face it, many of us are really stressed right now, and that is creating an increase in the number of folks who are dealing with neck pain, headaches, tension across the upper mid-back, anxiety and nervousness. And if you haven't experienced the release of tension that a chiropractic adjustment can produce within your nervous system, go to thrivenaples.com. That's Thrive, Thrive, Naples.com for a special offer. That's thrivenaples.com.
In the morning and at night, we're the station that gets it right. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This news update is presented by Forum Chiropractic and Dr. Amy Robbins.